When you're entering your fuel stuff, fuel information at Stevens. Yes, it's a mini kiosk. You got the mechanic shop over there to the back, and then you got your fuel. Literally, it's it's really interesting. All my associates sleep. The late night. Like behind those tractors, across the street is another parking lot dedicated to Stevens, where they do a lot of the training courses, back-end courses and all that. Yeah, the place is pretty huge. Right now I'm trying to get some fuel in the reefer, and over there in the middle, right there, yes, that's like the intake the intake little section. When you checking in, coming in and out, they plays no games. No games at all. I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you all choose a company that will be suitable or beneficial for yourself. And hello again. For this video, I want to be able to show y'all a little bit about how I input some information when you get your bills / paperwork from these shipping and receiving offices. This right here, this button right here, is where you're going to adjust your lighting. Normally whenever I'm driving or whatever, I have a feel of where I'm going or what interstate I'm on. Eventually I'll have it off because sometimes I just don't like having it on. If you don't want to slide the Qualcomm up, you can use this little keypad here. If you tap on it, it'll provide you with the keypad. I normally don't use that. I just like to use the actual keypad. And we're going to slide it up. Oh my goodness. One second. Alright, so once we've already slid it up, we're going to go on our workflow app right here. We're going to tap on that whenever it works. Alright, so now we have our, and I've shown it already, our load acknowledgement. As soon as you get your load assignment from whatever dispatch sends you or whatever your driver manager sends you, as soon as you get it, you want to acknowledge your load right then and there. Whenever you arrive to your shipping place or whatever distribution center, whatever you get sent to, you want to go into the arrived at shipper and input that information. So our first thing is a load acknowledgement. That's what it looks like. On the next clip, we would have our few recommendations of the locations of where we need to fuel at that Stevens provides you with. The next item would be whenever you arrive at your shipping places, you need to put your hours available. On the next slide, it'll be what the Stevens app looks like. I had to scribble out some things, and that concludes that portion. It's going to ask whether the bills match the Qualcomm, and of course, you definitely want to check whether the bills actually match the Qualcomm. And that comes from the details from what you're sent to, or whoever sends you the details on the Qualcomm. You want to make sure that information and the information on the paperwork, it matches. And then you're going to input your trailer information. So after you enter your trailer information, oh no. Next thing you're gonna enter is the temperature, okay? And in this case, it's gonna be shift plus the temperature that's on the paperwork and that's on the reefer. The reefer temp is shift plus the temperature, that's it. In this case, it's 65 both ways. And then you're gonna put your bill of lading number. And another Stevens lovely man driver, he ended up picking up a trailer. He was waiting on an empty trailer, and he ended up picking up the trailer that I had, and I'm pretty sure he was lit. So you're gonna go on the next page. The next page is weight, pieces, pallets in, pallets out, and whether you're using your meat lock or not. In this case, you want to use between your gross weight and your net weight. You want to use your gross weight because that's the one that weighs more, I guess. Once you put in that information on this case, in this case it's 42,910 pounds. I normally am fortunate to get loads that are under 40,000, so I kind of know whether, I don't know, I play with my tandems in cases like that. And then your pieces and units kind of go side by side together, so you end up putting your pieces into it. In this case, it has 2926. And then pallets 0, pallets out 0. Are we using our meat lock? Yeah. And because you never know where you're going with certain cities, states, locations, whatever, and once you're done with that. So that's it on how to input information on the Qualcomm regarding your bills and assignments. So, and moving forward, you definitely want to have a flashlight. I can turn on the light for this. I say you definitely want to have a flashlight when it comes to getting out and look when you're disconnecting and connecting your trailer to make sure the tractor and the trailer are connected and the locking jaws around the kingpin or whatever case may be. So after my trailer washed out, this man looked out with some refreshments and a nice stylist. He's located off of Interstate 57, exit 240. Y'all go check him out.